Wait, are we on? Oh, okay, here we go. Hello, everyone. Sky out of Fall here, and welcome to the first episode of this new podcast I'm trying out called Sky After Thoughts. And no, don't you dare please mix up with anything else. This is a podcast about my thoughts about what's happening with the world out there. On this topic, we're going to go over the Nintendo craze that's been happening around lately. One of them being the Switch 2. I honestly think that Switch 2 looks pretty good, but the amount of gaming price that they're trying to put in for it is almost not as good. And when I saw the game chat, it does look pretty bad. And the fact that they want money from all this within the Switch 2 itself, like the welcome tour and all that, it's not really worth it. At that point, you could have just made a video once you got through all that and then just share it online so that way they don't have to go through that kind of stressful behavior of losing money out of their own wallets. I get why the stuff is just added more to their company. It's mainly because of what's happening with the world it is as it is, with the tariffs and all of that. But back to the thought. I do actually like the look of the Nintendo Switch 2, minus certain things that they want to charge. It is pretty cool that they are magnetic instead of the whole slide stuff. Because at one point, some people might actually would have broke the slides if they're not extremely careful with it anyways. And that's what made some people just go with Pro Controllers instead. Plus, the fact that they are magnetic would mean they're actually really stronger than ever. Just press a button and just pull them apart. Although, I would miss certain things when it came to the Switch 1 features that was, like, if you did have this Zelda game that I actually have for the Wii of Skyward Sword, you could actually use the Joy Cons for the sword. I guess it's gonna be something that will be missed, but at least it's gonna be used as a new mouse. So if I ever lost mine, I could just switch up with that one if I got one. Make it a Switch laptop. Oh, oh, really. But on to the next part of the Nintendo craze is what I said before. The fact that they made a certain game of theirs $80. What the heck, Nintendo? $80 for a game? Now I get certain games would be like charged like a 60 or 70, like for Zelda, 70. And with all that amazing gameplay with it, it was gonna be kind of worth that much money, but $80 for Mario Kart. I personally never play Mario Kart, and I probably never will, because the fact that when it comes to Mario Kart and Mario Party, you could lose friends and all that. Plus, I never really got into that kind of thing. And when I did try something, like the Hyrule Warriors, like the original one, I tried that out, and it was okay, but it wasn't like the Zelda games that I know. Like A Link to the Past, A Link Between Worlds, certain other Zelda games that I actually did play. It wasn't like that at all. It just felt off to me, is what it felt like. And when it comes to certain games that I did take a look at pre-order pricing, at least they are following certain things. Kinda. Because I saw the new looks for the new Pokemon Legends, which I never got to yet, but I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about trying out Legends one day. Thinking about it. Probably will. Maybe. If I had the funds. But when it comes to Pokemon in general, I actually quite enjoy play some good Pokemon games. I actually do have Pokemon Sword and Violet, and also my Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I like Pikachu. He's my favorite Pokemon. And the reason why I only have the sword is because, well, between all you and me, I have a thing for swords. They're cool. They're really cool. But anyways, back on the Nintendo craze. I think Nintendo should at least be a little fair for certain people that want to enjoy the games and all that. And I do get why you shouldn't hack, why hackers shouldn't really hack the switches, but the fact that you can't really mod your games anymore without your Switch 2 or Switch 1 bricking up, and I'm not meaning it in a weird way. I'm literally saying, like, it would shut down the entire Switch and just make it like a brick. Like an actual brick that you use for building. You should probably make a building out of switches if they become bricked. But anyways, back to the point. When it comes to that, you should really just let them be able to mod their stuff. Like make it like a agreement where they can give you like $5 a month, where they can be able to mod their things. Like just $5 a month, dude. Just $5 a month. That's probably fair, right? And when it comes to hacking, yeah, I like they are stopping hackers from being hacking the system. It's pretty nice. Do like that kind of thought. But when it comes to everything else, I think overall the Switch 2 might be pretty good, might be pretty bad. It just depends on the person in general. It's crazy how when it comes to people that want to hack it, it's just weird to me. Like they want to homebrew it, I get that. And when it came to the 3DS, which I wish to have one day again, the 3DS you were able to homebrew that, and I guess that's what made Nintendo very mad in the beginning, and made them want to just get rid of hacking in general. I get that now. I see it. I do. But when it comes to modding, it would bring some enlightenment for others. That they want to see a new game in the new kind of look. Like there are all kinds of games that got mods, like all of that. It's just it's just weird how Nintendo is just being corrupted. Well, at least Xbox and Sony are gonna let us have mods. Up to an extent, because whenever you have a mod for those two, you're not going to be able to have an achievement. So, if you want to mod things, just make sure your achievements for them are all collected before you mod them. That's what I have to say. So, I guess that might be the ending for this one. There wasn't much to begin with at the moment. But I will have some next thoughts to be able to add to this podcast, so make sure to tune in whenever you can. And with that, this was the first episode of Sky Afterthoughts with Sky Afterfall signing out. Have a good day, everyone. Toodles!